All right, thanks, guys. The Orioles take on the Blue Jays, 12:37 Toronto. The Jays are 175, totals 9.5. Money's on Baltimore, 15-cent fade of the Blue Jays. David Hess is for Baltimore. Thomas Panones for Toronto. Toronto's an amazing 11-1 against the O's this year. They're also winning 83% of their ball games played at the market price. Just 5 out of 12 head-to-head matchups between these squads got over. Give me the Blue Jays outright in the under 9.5. And welcome to the show. Got some lines and personal leans out for Wednesday's MLB action. But before we get into that, I just want to remind you to check out my daily best play at patreon.com/BrockPage. And with a documented win percentage of 74% for my last 18 daily best plays, you're costing yourself valuable information each and every day you're not subscribed. Packages begin at just $1.99 a month. There's also plenty of free content there as well. So once again, feel free to hit that pause button right now. Open up your browser. And please feel free to check me out at patreon.com/BrockPage. The link is in the description section below. I also want to give a big shout out, a big thank you to my headline sponsor for today's program. That's Jimmy and the boys at GhostPicksATS.com. And if you like making money on sports, there's no reason why you shouldn't check out one or more of their very affordable money-making packages. They also do fantasy football as well. I just caught that the other day. That's Jimmy and the boys at GhostPicksATS.com. GhostPicksATS.com. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at our Wednesday slate of baseball games and personal leans. All starts Eastern Standard Time. And on deck, we have Twins, White Sox, 210 Chicago. The White Sox are $1.10. Total was 8.5, up to 9. 5-cent fade of Chicago in the early going here. Money's on the over. Gibson's for Minnesota. Rodon's for Chicago. The White Sox are 37% at home this year. Minnesota's won 2 of their last 3 and 6 out of their last 8. Chicago's just 35% to the over at home when the line was 8.5. Give me the Twins outright in the under 8.5. Give me the under 9 flat. Next game, Reds, Brewers, 210 Milwaukee. The Brewers are the $2.50 favorites in this one. Totals 9. Public money's on Milwaukee. Stevenson's for the Reds. Peralta's for the Brewers. Milwaukee's 24-13 as the home favorite. Since he's won just 4 of 12 head-to-head matchups with the Brewers. Both teams went 8-4 to the over in their 12 head-to-head matchups as well. Give me the Brewers run line in the over 9 flat. Next game, Rangers Athletics, 335 Oakland. The A's are 165, totals 9. Money's on Texas right now, a 20-cent fade of the Athletics in the early going here. Mike Minor's for Texas, Edwin Jackson's for Oakland. Oakland's a remarkable 11-1 in their games at the current moneyline odds. They're also an impressive 8-2 when Edwin Jackson makes a start. 9 out of 10 Jackson starts also stayed under the posted total. Give me the A's outright in the under 9 runs. Next game, Astros Mariners, 410 Seattle. The Astros are $1.50. Total was 8.5 down to 8. Money's on Houston right now. 10-cent move toward the Astros. Money's on the under as well. Morton's for Houston. Marco Gonzalez for Seattle. The Mariners won just 6 of 20 ball games played at the current price point. Houston's gone 38-15 as the official road favorite. Just 9 out of 20 Charlie Morton starts actually got over the total. So give me the Astros outright in the under 8 runs. Next game, Braves Pirates, 7:05 Pittsburgh. The Pirates are $1.10, totals 8. Money's on Atlanta right now, 10-cent fade of Pittsburgh in the early rounds of betting. We got Tehran for Atlanta, Trevor Williams for Pittsburgh. The Pirates are just 26-30, taking on teams above 500. The Braves are 22-14 at the current price point. Just 7 out of 24 Trevor Williams starts actually got over the total. Give me the underdog Braves in the under 8 flat. Next game, Phillies Nationals, 7:05 Washington. The Nats are the $1.75 favorites. Total was 8.5 down to 8. Nickel moved toward the Nats in most markets. Public's on the under. Eflin's for Philadelphia. Strasburg's for Washington. The Nats were victorious in just 6 of 14 when Strasburg threw the first pitch. The Phils are 10-7 in their Zach Eflin starts themselves. Washington's 9-5 to the over when Strasburg makes the start as well. Give me the underdog Phillies catching the plus money and the over. 8 runs in this one. Next game, Indians Red Sox, 7:10 Boston. The Indians are $1.15. Total's 9. Money's on Boston in this one. Nickel fade of the Indians already. We got Carrasco for Cleveland. Brian Johnson for Boston. Boston's 44-18 at Fenway this year. Cleveland's just 488 taking on winning ball clubs. Carrasco starts did go 13-10 to the over so far in the season. Give me the underdog Red Sox getting the job done at home and the over. 9 runs. Next game, Cubs Tigers. 7:10 Detroit. The Cubs are $2. Total was 9.5 up to 10. Money's on Chicago. 15 cents worth of movement in this one. Over shaded in this one as well. Lester's for the Cubbies, Liriano's for the Tigers. Detroit's won just 6 of 19 when Liriano throws the first pitch. Chicago's 18-7 when Lester takes the bump themselves. 3 out of 3 head-to-head matchups between these squads stayed under the total. Give me the Cubbies run line and the under. 10 runs. Next game, Yankees, Marlins, 7:10 Miami. The Yankees are $1.75. Total was 8 down to 7.5. Money's on the Marlins. 20-cent fade of the Yanks by the betting public. The under's taking money as well. We got Lance Lynn for New York. Trevor Richards for Miami. Miami's won just 18 of 56 versus teams over 500. New York's going 71-36 when favored. The Yanks are also 75% to the over in their let's try that again. The Yanks are also 75% to the over in their second game without a day off. Give me the Yankees outright in the over 7.5. Next game, Giants, Mets, 7:10 Flushing, Queens. The Mets are $1.60, total 7.5. Slight money on the Giants, nickel fade of the New York Mets here. We got Casey Kelly for San Fran, Noah Syndergaard for the Mets. The Mets are 11-6 when Syndergaard makes the start. San Fran's just 418 away from home. Syndergaard starts did go 12-5 to the under so far in the year. Give me Syndergaard catching the W. That's a Syndergaard play exclusively. And the under, 7.5. Next game, no line on that one there. Royals, Rays. I have no line on that right now. That line will probably be posted at around 11:30 to noon Eastern Standard Time. So, let's skip to the next one. Padres, Rockies. Padres, Rockies. 840 Colorado. The Rockies are $2.50. Total was 10.5 up to 11. Colorado's taking money. 10-cent move toward the Rockies. We got Jacob Nix for San Diego. John Gray for Colorado. Colorado's 14-9 when John Gray makes his start. San Diego's just $3.65 this season as the underdog. Just 10 out of 23 John Gray starts got over the line depending on where you're shopping at. Give me the Rockies run line and the under 11 flat. Next game, Angels, Diamondbacks, 940 Arizona. The D-backs are the $2 favorites. Total was 8.5 down to 8. Money's on Arizona in this one. 15-cent move toward the D-backs in the early betting. Handle's also shaded toward the under in this one. Despain's for the Angels. Buchholz for Arizona. The D-backs are 5-1 in their last 6 ball games. 5-2 in their last 7 at Chase Field. LA's just 20-34 taking on winning ball clubs. Arizona's 71% to the over in their second game without a day off. Give me the Diamondbacks outright in the over 8 runs. And then I'm going to slide in my next and final game for the show. It is going to be Cardinals-Dodgers, 10-10 Los Angeles. The Dodgers are $1.65. Total's 8. Los Angeles is taking money. A 10-cent move toward the Dodgers. Total's beginning to shade toward the under. Look for that line to move downward. We got Flaherty for St. Louis. Buehler's for L.A. The The Dodgers won just 17 of 37 at the current moneyline price. St. Louis is a perfect 7-0 in their last 7 games away from home. Real hot team right now. The Cards are also 12-8 to the under when Jack Flaherty throws the first pitch. Give me the underdog, Cardinals, catching the plus money. And the under 8 runs in this one. All right, folks, that is going to do it for me. But before I get out of here, I just have to remind you to check out my daily best play at patreon.com/BrockPage. With a documented win percentage of 74% for my last 18 daily best plays, you're costing yourself valuable information each and every day you're not subscribed. Packages begin at just $1.99 a month. That is it. There's also plenty of free content there as well. So once again, feel free to hit that pause button right now, open up your browser, and go ahead and check me out at patreon.com/BrockPage. And I also want to remind you to check out my headline sponsor for today's program. That's my guy, Jimmy. And I'll tell you what, he makes this whole thing possible through his generosity. That's Jimmy and the boys at GhostPicksATS.com. Now, Jimmy and his team of young, hungry, expert consultants at Ghost Picks are the most passionate in the business. And if you thought I was good at handicapping games, I'll tell you what, these guys are amongst the best in the industry. And as always, thank you for watching today's program. I hope you enjoyed all this great free information. And please don't forget to check out my daily best play at patreon.com/BrockPage.